Hello, in this video, we will be looking and discussing at some of the tools that we require for debugging when we are using the GTM and also the Google Analytics. So there are a couple of extensions that are available onto the Chrome store that we can download. So on the top of the bar, you can see there are some certain extensions that I have downloaded and added to my Chrome here. So number one is Google Analytics Debugger, then there is Omnibug, then there is GA Debugger, and then we have AdSwerve, Data Layer Inspector, and then we have GA Debug. So all these tools are very helpful and useful when we want to track some things onto the client side. That means onto the website, how the website is functioning when the data is being sent and all the parameters that we want to track. So we will be just taking a deep dive into them. So first things first, we'll just preview our website. So that all the changes are saved and we can just move on to the tag assistant. After that, I'll just reload it so that all the changes are reflected. And just hit connect here. Okay, so now my website has opened. Now to show you the extensions, we'll navigate to the inspect section. You can open it by either clicking or either hitting the F12 button on your keyboard or right clicking and then selecting the inspect option. So here you can see that we are getting the certain logs here, and you can see the AdSwerve extension is on here. And something to notice here is that all these values that we are getting here are from a certain extension here. So I would like to just reload this website so that we get more data here. So when I'll do this, you'll see this is an extension called AdSwerve and available on the Chrome store, and it logs onto the console certain important data. First of all, the the first event, that is the gtm.js, is being initiated, and you can see there's some data coming here. That means the gtm.start and the event is gtm.js, and currently in memory there's an object that is being passed here that contains certain IDs and objects. Now after that we have call stack here. Now it contains some important information for arrays and objects. Then using this extension, we can come to know that when a particular data layer push is happening, and also like you can see in this e-commerce object is being pushed into the data layer. Then after that, all the details of an e-commerce object is being pushed into the data layer. So kind of like we can fully monitor the data layer push and what's happening there. Then there is GA preview. You can see some important CIDs and TIDs are getting here. We can just track everything here. So this is a very useful extension here, and one must always download it to get a better track. Now we will talk about the next extension, that is the analytics debugger. So we can just access it using the directly our terminal only, our inspect only. So to get started, we will be just clicking on this button called start debugging, and then it will just reload the website. Now all the changes that are happening onto your website will be noted here and monitored here. You can see the dtm.scroll depth, dtm.load, all these events that are happening are coming here. So first dtm.js happened, that is the start of the all the events. Then there's a message of e-commerce, and there's an e-commerce object that is coming here. You can always choose to expand this if you want to see the details here. So if I expand this, you can see this is the e-commerce data that I am getting using this. Now these are the information that we are getting for the GTM and the G tags. If I want to see all the tags, particularly for universal analytics, then these are the particular tags. You can see here it's hit payload, and then other values are getting reflected here, like again the TID of the particular container is also getting here. And other events like page view is also being recorded here. If I show you some other tag, then these are the page view tags basically, and they contain nearly the same payload here. If you want to see the GA4 tag, then we can move on to this section. And if I just navigate here, you can see this scroll is happening, and we can just expand one of these. And after that, you can see all this data is coming here. Even the tracking ID, the GTM usage, everything is coming here. So this is all about the analytics debugger tool. Now we will see the Omnibugger tool, and Omnibugger tool can also be accessed using the console itself. You can just click on it. Now it shows you all the requests that are being coming here, and you can see there are a couple of requests by Google Analytics. Then there is Google Tag Manager, and then if you want to see some requests, you can just always expand it, and when you expand it, it will show you the data here. So if I see this particular page view request, you will see that first of all, the document referrer is this URL, and the exact location is this. That means whatever location we are adding, that's the URL. And then there are other information like what's the screen resolution. Right now we are on this resolution, so it's displaying this. So you can get the current resolution here, and also like this you can just monitor all these. And if you have any changes that you want to make in the settings, like if you want to change the color and all, then you can just supposingly for the click event, I want a different color, so I can just choose it from here. So the settings are also very useful that are provided in this tool. Now, next we will be talking about the GA debug tool. So for that, we'll have to go to the console again, and we'll have to just switch it on using this. So GA debug tool actually helps us by kind of getting the information of the tracking objects and other changes that are that are being there on the analytics and also on the tag manager side. So basically in Google Analytics, there is a tracker object that we called as GA, and basically all the transactions that are happening onto the page are being recorded here. So you can see it gives us the information that okay, now this particular tracker object is being created using the create function, and the universal analytics ID is this, and the allow linker is true, and all the parameters are passed here. And we get a bunch of information here that we can use while debugging. So this tool is very important and helpful when it comes to the information that is being passed to the tracker object, and whatever will be sent to the Google Analytics, we can just come to know using this extension. Like you can see the location currently is this. We can get hold of the URL. Head type was page view. The dimension that we can pass onto the analytics using the data layer, we can also just check them out. And if I scroll further down, you can see other important information regarding the data layer push getting logged up here. And then we can just see how the a particular G tag command is being processed here. You can see the particular CID of the of the particular transaction, and also the container ID of the TID of Google is always. Yeah, so that's all about extensions that we can use while using GTM. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.